For all the latest updates, subscribe to News 9.
Hundreds of fast food workers staged protests at Detroit in the US. Workers staged protests over payments, racial injustice, and police brutality against African Americans. Workers from McDonald's and other food outlets joined the protest. Protesters, most of them African Americans, allege they were not given salary hike due to COVID-19 pandemic. Workers said they have been working the whole time risking their lives and amid pandemic. The protest in Detroit was part of a nationwide strike called Strike for Black Lives.
I walked off my job due to us not getting essential pay as being an essential worker. We're not receiving proper PPE. See, as I approached it here, I didn't even have a mask on. They didn't even give us masks. We didn't get a temperature check, any of that. So I'm walking off to see a change. I demand a change.
The nationwide protest was organized by labor unions and groups fighting the racial justice. Workers have been demanding higher wages and better working conditions.
What do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
No justice, no peace.
Fast food workers, including janitors and general public, also joined the protest across the US.
The biggest impact is to see us out here demanding for a change, because if we don't do anything, it's going to continue to happen. It's as if we're allowing it to happen.
Drivers, airport workers, and delivery men also staged protests over wages. Protesters allege disparity in pay and want systemic change.
I walked out because we didn't get a raise due to the pandemic. The whole time we've been working without a raise.
Protesters held placards and raised slogans against racial injustice. African American workers allege they are unpaid and overworked. Protesters said socio-economic status of African Americans will not improve until the government acts against white supremacists and ensure racial justice. A group of protesters held a yoga session in Washington, D.C. as part of protest seeking racial justice. Several activists joined the yoga session during the night to express their anger. Activists said more such demonstrations will be carried out in the coming days.
Fires
President Donald Trump has been facing criticism over
I've never
his
seen anything like it.
deriding
It's very big.
remarks
I
against
just offered our
protests.
assistance because we're very